after the huge saga with Evander Kane, it came out now that officially the Sharks are placing Evander Kane on waivers, and they're going to terminate his contract for violating AHL COVID protocols. So we all know what happened with Evander Kane. Very good player on the ice, very talented player. Some could say the best player on the Sharks last season. But a lot of off-ice issues, and he spent some time with the Barracuda in the minors, the Sharks AHL team. But I guess he's violated a lot of rules, and so they're going to terminate his contract. He's been on the Sharks for 4 years. He's been a really good player. So it's a bummer that it turned out like this. I mean, I think the fans were kind of mixed. Some fans just wanted him off the team, period, and some fans had hope that he could get better. And I was one of those people. I thought, maybe Evander Kane, he's going through a lot of stuff, but maybe he can make a turnaround and become, back where he was as a really talented player. And so other teams have, the opportunity to claim Kane in, the next little while. I don't think there's much longer on the waiver. But if he goes unclaimed, the Sharks will terminate the remainder of his deal. So, yeah, basically, he has violated a lot of COVID protocols. He traveled to Vancouver while he was in COVID protocol, so that's something you can't do. And they tried to trade Kane in the past 2 months, the Sharks did, but there's just no longer really a future for him on the Sharks in their eyes, which I guess is valid because of all the stuff that's happened. And it was a big commitment to him. They signed a 7-year deal for him in 2018, and I mean, if you look at 2018, he was having a really good season in Buffalo, and so he came to the Sharks and he basically did the same thing as he did in Buffalo, because he was a very talented player right out the gate. I mean, in his first full season with the Sharks, 2018-2019, that was his best season. He had 30 goals. Next year, he had 26, and the year after, which was last season, he had 22 goals. So, I mean, yeah, I think the fans like me, we kind of thought, like, this is such a talented player. I hope he can mature and get better. And on top of that, he obviously had a lot of, issues with, like, his wife and whatnot, like with the accusations of him betting on games, which never really came out if it was true or not. I mean, it was kind of like two sides pointing at each other. I don't personally know what to believe. I'm not really gonna, make any assumptions, but I mean, the bottom line is he had a lot of issues and drama going on, and I think the Sharks kind of just thought, there's really no way we can work this out. They tried bringing him back in the AHL. They tried, trading him, and they couldn't really work anything out. So, he, I think, also has kind of burned some bridges with the team, like not just the coaches in the front office, but like the players, from what I've heard. So I don't think this was going to work. And with the Barracuda, he had 8 points in 5 games. I mean, it just shows he's a very talented player. It's just, does he want to be there? Because he's breaking these rules that are very much preventable in this scope. I mean, if you're placed in the protocol, you can't travel. That's like the number one rule. That's why you can't. It's the same reason you can't play. He's been in the league for a while, since 2009, ever since the Atlanta Thrashers were a team. He was on the Thrashers for a couple years, then the Jets, then the Sabres, and then of course the Sharks. And I don't know. I personally, if I had to give my opinion, I think his NHL career, I don't know. I don't think it's over. I think there's a chance he could be brought in by another team. I think it's similar to Antonio Brown in the sense that, like, there's a lot of talent, so, like, are you gonna sacrifice having drama for talent? But, like, I don't know. At this point, I can't really tell. So yeah, anyways, let me know your thoughts. I'll let you guys let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you guys later. Go Sharks.